Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Hey, I'm coming.
Here we go, 46.
Mike Ward.
Let's go, D. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read. Leo. Step.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Heavy on the edges.
Now Tannehill. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
We're going to 53.
Check. Check out route.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Go to 54, go to 54, line.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Robert Quinn able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike 4. I got you, pump.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. They're able to locate Wilson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
10 yards to go.
There you go.
One's the mic. Watch one. Yep.
We're going to 54, line.
Slam.
47.
So Mike's number 1. Watch the pass. Echo. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Here we go, 47.
Get that quarterback.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
So Mike's number 1. Go. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
26.
After the sack on first down, Prescott stepping up. He's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
I got you. Single. Watch 89. They got tight left. Mike 4.
Here we go, go to 54, line.
Here we go again.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On the set. Go. Check right. 55 mark, guys, 55. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. This one complete to Scott Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Mack, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Game situation. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He completes it to Evans. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Ready up. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I don't think you got it. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check 20.
Gun. There we go, kill.
3.
There we go, 26.
On 1st down, Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go, slide in.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Switch it, hey.
Back. Joker.
26.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end one.
Hey, kill.
Check. 3 down. Mike, 4.
26.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill.
There we go, kill.
Here we go. Oh,
47.
Watch one. Watch one.
26.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Mike, 4. Hey, tight.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go, 47.
Shoot. Mike 4. 81. 3 birds. Hey, watch this.
26.
Run for Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Kill. 26.
Play action now. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, 47.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
Tannehill. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Open man has got one. It's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drift.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this route.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Tannehill's pass. Complete to number 85. 10 yards on the pickup.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
Let's go, baby!
Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Tannehill now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
High 7.
Here's Tannehill. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Here's Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score as they are able to cut into that lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 46.
Here's Pollard again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And third quarter here, you got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here we go, D.
On third down, it's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
26.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Here we go, 46.
Pick me up. Here we go.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 48.
Come on. You better bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Here we go, going to 53. 26.
On 2nd down now, Pollard had stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Tight right, tight right. Hey. You got 3, 3 down, 3 down.
Watch 26.
They'll try the left side. It's Flowers. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now here's Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
We're going to 54. Why in? 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Patrick Owasor and the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs all begin their next possession. First and 10, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Get it.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Kill. 47. 26.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me
47.
What we got? Mike 4.
Right here.
Mike 4. It's been a long day for you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his targets caught. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch one. Watch one. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 26. So nice number one. Nice number one. Here we go. Here we go. Check three. Check three. Check 43. 6 guys. 26.
Here's Pollard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Last stop.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Check. Showing up. Showing up.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Three down.
26.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, Alpha.
Tannehill. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
6-6. Pull it high. Check 24. Check 24. Five.
Tannehill now to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Check 55, Mike.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll find Miller. That's complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Every day, any day. 54 is Mike.
Go on.
54, watch 54. I'm up. Kill. Mike, let's go.
Now Tannehill.
Let's go.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Gay knocks this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well.
There you go.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us.